Yes, the nuke is back. Here's the animation for you while I go through my intro. We got stuff to talk about maps, we got movement announcements, and we've got some competitive Call of Duty announcements as well to go over. So let's jump right into it. I thought I'd show this announcement that just came out. Simple one, but you can get a bonus skin. I'm assuming if you buy some Jack Link's beef jerky, and things about to get hairy, so we're going to get a Sasquatch skin, and since I'm the soy squatch, it's going to be perfect for me. I'm going to be running that all day. Next up, so weapon tuning has been talked about throughout the announcement of the game and throughout all the processes, and we thought they were going to take it away because no one really likes too much customization. Everyone kind of agrees on the board of taking away the 10-pick system and putting just two attachments for your gun, making things much more simple for everybody, especially Warzone. Trying to figure out the meta and whatnot. It's so much better and easier to not have to worry about it. And so now we got official confirmation from the game being out that we do have attachment tuning. As you see here, it is simple, but it's just an extra layer to try to figure out what the best gun is. So I'm not a fan. I'm kind of mad they did this because now every time I have to make a loadout, I'm gonna have to figure out the weapon tuning and figure out what the meta is and what's the best way to make my gun. So it's just another little thing they've added that I just think is unnecessary. Next up, we got a new map has been revealed. So it's basically, I think it's what's it called? It's called something about border crossing. So you're on like this border crossing, maybe a bridge or something, and it's literally littered with cars. Every box is a car. So everyone's talking about this map being stupid and like, okay, you had 2 years of playing this game, why are you making this map? I personally don't hate the idea of making this map. I think it'll throw in a little a wrench in the works, and you're gonna have, will the map be fun first and foremost? I don't think so. I think because this game is a little more ratty, I think, as you're coming up through, you're gonna have people literally sitting behind cars waiting to hear footsteps because it's literally one lane. Or someone like sitting up here just watching a lane as you're coming up across here or anywhere. But yeah, do I think it'd be fun? No. I'm not mad that they are trying things and trying to give us new experiences. Like, will it be fun the first few times? I think it could be fun the first few times, but I'm not mad about it. And now let's get into movement. So we got a couple things to talk about here. So it feels like bunny hopping has been nerfed. We've seen this been talked about the last few days, and how like even some weapons you just don't feel like you could even bunny hop at all. So nerfed could also mean taken away, but it seems like some guns you're still able to really do it. So it looks like they have drastically, even more than in the beta, made the movement less complex and more real life soldier grunt running. Like, you're not gonna be bunny hopping in real life. So is that a good thing? I do not think so, but I'll leave that up to you. And then movement in Modern Warfare 2 feels quite nice compared to beta, a lot smoother. Now this is something I like, even though they did remove bunny hopping, as you see here. Smoothness is all part of Call of Duty. It's what brings me back every day. It's what separates itself from every other shooter. So at least, as long as they got it smooth, that's what I care about. The other things like bunny hopping and whatnot, it can go, but as long as the game feels smooth, you've got me. You've got most of the people here. So next up, let's get into the competitive Call of Duty for the last bit of this video. In the Royal Raceway, they got a little nod to the CWL days, as we see a CWL trophy. If you ever watched or saw pictures back in the day, you'll know that. Like during the Optic Dynasty when they won Infinite Warfare, you see this classic trophy that they are holding up. Within the championship, you saw this, but it's pretty cool that they gave that nod. It'd be cool if they could bring back this trophy. It sucked during the Cold War season. There wasn't even a trophy. It was literally just a big check that they gave them. Luckily in Vanguard, though, they did have a trophy, and I can't remember what it looks like, but it would be cool if they could get the rights to have this trophy back, to bring us back to the old days. Next up, Karma, as you see, and they removed the option to even have a regular minimap. So when the game came out, when the beta and announcements, there was no regular minimap where if you shoot, the red dots will pop up. But so it looks like they need to remove the option, because all the competitive players are like, okay, it sucks that it's not in it, but at least in competitive we'll have that toggle turned on so that we can have regular minimap back. But it looks like they have turned it off. So in in what do you call it? Private matches, you can't even turn on a normal minimap where people shooting. You can have it back to see on the screen. So this is bad. It's bad news. However, I have seen some people say it seems kind of like a bug more so than a choice. So let's cross our fingers and pray that the minimap can be turned on for competitive so that we can actually have a viewable season this year. Last up, I did not even realize this. I thought every single team had been announced, but it looks like the London Royal Ravens, the last team in Europe, as you see, Europe's last hope, ready to stand strong for the region, introducing the 2023 Royal Ravens roster. I thought this had already been announced. I don't remember ASIM being on it, so it must not have been. But I'm glad we got ASIM back. So we got Nasty, who was a rookie last year. He played nasty at times. He was a little uneven at times. Trey has just been a solid competitor throughout the CDL and CWL. And then we got Paul X, who was on the Royal Ravens, came in as a substitute last year, did outstanding. They did not choose to sign him, which I thought was a mistake, but then he moves on to the Subliners, plays great. I thought he was going to stay there. Again, kicked off, and now he comes back to the Ravens where he belongs. I think this will be a good fit. And then we got ASIM to round out the role. ASIM started off the season last year super hot. What a great player. He's such a fast player, and the fact that he got he seems to be one of those players who constantly gets in this role of being benched, and because of his inconsistency at time. But, what you get for him, he's just an outstanding player. And then Scraps will round out as the bench. So this team, I think it's hard to really predict rosters going into the season. I think so much of Call of Duty just depends on how the team is able to work together and their work ethic together as a team. Obviously, talent is needed. I mean, with Paul X, the way he was playing last year, if he can bring that into the new season, and ASIM, we know he can contribute as a player. He just always seems to be that competitor. And Nasty, just with Call of Duty, it's hard with every new game. You don't know how it's going to play out. And looking back, I mean, this looks like it could be a middle-of-the-road team again. I don't, will it be a title contender and like an everyday Sunday contender? I just don't. It'd be hard to believe that. But going into the last season, do we believe the Surge could have got third in champs and all these things with two rookies and Mac, who was kind of had an off year, and Accuracy, who's just been a constant contributor in the league. It's gonna be hard to really predict it, but my prediction will be middle of the pack, 8 through 6, somewhere around there. But obviously with the talent here, they can obviously do better than that. So it'll be interesting to see, and I think that makes every roster in the league official with about like a month to go until competitive, which is crazy. Usually, doesn't it come out around January or February? Maybe probably January. So yeah, with the season starting quick, and I am here for it. I'm excited. We're gonna be giving you some good updates throughout the season. I'm gonna be doing a tier lists and talking about each game and talking about players and giving stats and giving my updates on the CDL. And I just want the CDL to thrive. I want people to get contributed. I want to get excitement going for the league because the CDL is underrated, and we need more people watching every game. We need to be getting 100,000 people watching each live stream. We need to get more than that in the future. So, a lot of cool things looking up. The game comes out in the next 8 hours. Let's get freaking hyped, guys. Let's play the games. I'm going to be coming out with some videos talking about which maps I think will be competitive, which guns I think will be competitive, and all the sort like that coming up in the next few days. Hopefully I can stream tonight or tomorrow and give my thoughts throughout the stream and then make some videos. So thanks for listening and thanks for watching. Bless you and have a good day.